It's got these saddlebags, real leather, and they got the snaps on the front and the back. But they're plastic lined. See the real leather, when they dyed it, it's still got some of the cream on it. But they're real hard on the inside, and they're metal framed. See the metal right here? Keep them in shape. You know how they get floppy. And really, really nice. Got the studs and a lot of really thick chrome bracket here to hold the backrest and hold the passenger in place. And excuse me, nice, gorgeous. This right in here is thick, super thick cast iron, so the chassis doesn't flex. This is a long, heavy bike. It's a nice view right here from the chrome. And this is cast iron too, solid steel there. I mean the iron. And just recently drained it and refilled it up to here. Final drive oil, they call that. You could tell there was some metal in it. I soaked a magnet inside the oil, ran it around a little bit, and it grabbed some off of it from the initial break-in. Just right in here, and get your thing, pop that out. And it's got a nice little trap door inside there. Semi-waterproof little thing in there. Nice little storage compartment with the manual, and you can fit a great deal of tools in it. And it's got the upshift, downshift kicker. Nice foot pads, and right here is a feeler that scrapes the ground so this doesn't get all mangled up. And in my videos, if you know what you're doing, you'll be scraping these foot pegs and you'll hear it going. Big, beautiful, solid kickstand. Air cooled. And this is the horn. Big, beautiful V-twin there. Nice color scheme, huh? And the seat's huge, big, cushiony seat. This is a handle if you ever need it. Michelle just kind of puts back on the backrest, and got your high beam for passing. Gets a little blink, and nice big radiator, water cooled, of course. And they make a chrome replacement for this plastic shield here with a little bit finer mesh to protect the radiator from stuff that kicks up. But not much is going to kick up with this heavily valanced fender, which is actually a plastic, thank God, because a kid hit it with a football the other day and I saw it and I was like, oh my God. It's got a 4.9 gallon tank. I don't know if you can see the pearl on it, but nice little computer in here, does a lot. Just for what it is. It's got a nice metal holding the real thick stuff here. It doesn't vibrate or get floppy in the wind. Big old headlight, big beautiful headlight teardrop. Now the fan on this water cooled engine is so damn aggressive. The first time I ever heard it go on at a stop sign, I thought I'd spun a bearing because it was like woo, and I was like, oh no, what now? And I gotta clean my white walls for the first time, but yeah, that's really neat. I really love the setup with the chrome spokes, heavy thick spokes, because it is a big heavy bike, so real thick spokes. And the fender, the first one was the Volusia, and then this is the predecessor, and they came out with these in 05, and I just fell in love with the look. And the first white one I saw, I was like, that's it. And he would have known I wound up with one. I've always liked the C50T. This is the C Classic 50 cubic inch, and T is for the touring. And this right here, this plastic frame cover, they make these in a chrome too, but if I get that chrome, I think that'll just be too much chrome. I kind of like the black and white and the chrome all together, but I don't know. I might get one of these one day that's black, or chrome, I mean, as soon as the sun starts to mess with it. And I guess this is a shield to help channel air down to it and away from all up into here, you know. Nice big old forks, much like kind of has the like the Fat Boy Harley. And this is one big thick ass piece of aluminum here, and it looks really, really good. And they make these risers to come up and out if you want to get the bars closer to you, but I like the way it is. I'm a long armed guy. I mean, my arms nearly hang to my knees. So, I mean, just on camera, it doesn't do it justice. You just got to see this thing in person. This huge air cleaner in the shape of a, hey, kind of in the shape of a shield. I like the look of that. Big chrome case and a primary cover. And all these are, it's actually a shield over the actual exhaust pipe. These do get hot, but if you were to touch that, you know, without that shield on it, and this double shield right here, you know, my feet are going to be like right in here. And when I put my leg down, it's going to keep me from burning the snot out of myself. And naturally, this is going to keep my foot from doing this. Getting burnt when I'm hitting the brake, huge brake pedal. I mean, you just can't miss it. And honestly, I haven't had this off. I don't know what's under there. And right up under here, this plastic, you can see that they've got a sticky heat shield up under here to keep that from getting all messed up. Nice black frame coming through here to this bar right here that everything mounts to. And same saddlebag setup. Big old swing arm. And I'm going to get under it. This is also a plastic cover that pops away. And they make that in chrome, so you can really chrome the snot out of this thing. That's where you check your oil. But I can't really do it unless somebody's sitting on it. It's kind of weird. And under here, the frame rail is really great. Really, really big, thick frame rails. And there's some more of that big, thick steel there. Goodness. There's some solid stuff. But it's really flat and square, so to get this bike up on a stand would be pretty easy and pretty solid. Nice case under there. Water line looks a little exposed and vulnerable. I don't know why they didn't shield that, but you know, you're not really going to be getting this dude off road unless you accidentally. And there's the swing arm pivot. Pretty cool. There's one huge shock under here that's adjustable. I adjusted it all the way down one day and it lowered the bike and looked really cool. And a lot of guys are taking fork oil out of these things and letting some of the fork oil out and putting only a little in, and it lowers the front as well as the back, and they look really cool that way. And there's another feeler. It's actually a bolt you screw in. Whenever it gets worn down enough, you can just replace it. You can see I'm getting into that dude. Big old fat back tire. It's really, really good. Really good. It's an IRC. I've owned an IRC Durator on my CM400E, and it was a sticky tire. But it's got some really huge rain grooves. It's a really, really great tire. I imagine it'll last a long time if I inflate it properly and just cruise on it. A little dirty under there, that's all good. But yeah, we did ride it in the rain once. It did not get wet. On the other bike we had the the NC700X. But no, on the Nighthawk we rode that in the rain. Even after the rain, and Michelle's back got all wet because the water was spraying up around her, but it doesn't happen with this bike. It really puts it back down where it needs to be. But that's it. That's the C50T. Hope you liked the video.